The federal deficit, the debt ceiling, defaulting, all catchphrases that have dominated the news regarding the nation's economy over the past several weeks. But now experts are raising the alarm over the potential damage that could be caused by a default.
I'm concerned that there's enough people in Congress who aren't paying attention to what the people who know stuff about the deficit are saying.
The impact from even a short-term default could be unpredictable, especially on the stock market. Stocks, bonds, and the American dollar could drop drastically, a direct cause of market insecurity. For that reason, some experts say a resolution on a debt ceiling is highly likely, as Wall Street turns the screws on lawmakers to reach a resolution before this happens.
There will be a world panic. Since most central bank reserves are still kept in dollars, if we have a crisis of Treasury securities and a crisis of the dollar, those central bank reserves will be devalued.
Lawmakers are down to the wire, but not everyone thinks that a default is off the table. Washington would need to come up with a concrete plan by the end of this week to put the wheels in motion, starting an arrangement that would avoid default. The White House is pressing ahead with cautious optimism as it negotiates with Republicans, who want higher spending cuts to even out a $4 trillion deficit. Democrats want taxes raised on the wealthy, which opponents say would be devastating to a struggling economy.
Now, the people in Wall Street are smart enough not to believe that ideology, and they've gotten on the phone with McConnell and Boehner and others and have said, you guys are going to destroy our whole racket here, because if the United States defaults, what happens? There will be a world panic.
But perhaps the deepest fear is a freeze in the short-term lending markets that would keep money flowing throughout the world market. Treasuries and other government-backed debt are widely used as collateral for loans in a global economy. Europe is already suffering its own debt defaults. Reports from the White House over how debt talks are evolving has been relatively low-key over the weekend. But President Obama broke his silence at the beginning of the week, just after announcing the new head of the U.S. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, when a reporter shouted the question if he was making any developments with key Republican leadership. The president muttered, "We're making progress." Colin Campbell, Press TV, the White House.